Educating, empowering, and inspiring you to live healthier is our mission. So let's begin. Hey, health warriors. This is episode 90 of the Life, Strength, and Health podcast. Kim here. Thank you for joining us this week. And if you haven't had a chance, please make sure you go listen to episode number 89. And the title of that episode was The Consciousness of Health. And in that episode, Jamal and I, we dive into the foundation of how to really achieve health success. And it's not necessarily always the diet or the detox or the health plan. It's so much more. And it's a certain consciousness that you must invoke and live into. And we dive into that in last week's episode. So to access that episode, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/89. And I just want to say, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. We receive a lot of great feedback, and we truly appreciate each and every one of you who tune into our podcast or go back into the archives and listen to previous episodes. We truly, truly appreciate you tuning in, and make sure you subscribe to our podcast to make sure that you are well aware and are notified when we release new episodes each and every week. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're in all the major podcast players. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you are notified right away when we release an episode. So now let's segue into this week's organic food for thought. And this week's organic food for thought is on a topic that we talk to our clients so much about. And it's so important to feeling and looking your best and achieving optimum health. And that is self-care. And self-care, it's a broad term that encompasses just about anything you do to be good to yourself. So in a nutshell, it's about being kind to yourself as you would be to others. It's partly about knowing when your resources are running low, stepping back to replenish them rather than letting them drain away. So some of the top benefits of self-care, it helps with better productivity, improved resistance to disease, enhanced self-esteem, increased self-knowledge, and it allows you to give even more of yourself to your family, to your career, to a project you're working on. By filling your cup, it allows you to do more. And I can speak personally about that self-care because it's so easy to get caught up in your responsibilities or things that you're working on. Even when you love doing them, if you're not balancing out your life with self-care, it will catch up with you. And I've mentioned in previous episodes that I just got back into playing tennis, and I feel so great getting out, even if it's just once a week, to really do something I'm passionate about. And it just feeds me, besides being great for health reasons and athletic reasons. But I just feel good on the court, hanging with my friends and just playing a sport that I love to play. That is one of my forms of self-care. But we need to incorporate that, men and women, into our lives because we are so driven to do what we have to do for our children and our jobs and our careers and helping others that sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. So I'm going to, definitely say, do something for yourself each and every day on a small scale, do something larger weekly and something really big each month. That is what I recommend to each and every one of you out there listening. Make sure to prioritize self-care. You're not being selfish. Whatever you do for self-care doesn't have to cost $1. It could be something as simple as walking on the beach, being alone. There's so many things that you can do for self-care. And a lot of times we neglect ourselves so much that we don't even know what we love to do anymore. And if you're there, that is okay, because you can, take some time, really think about what you enjoy doing. What can you do, and slowly implement that into your life on a more consistent basis, because you know what? You deserve to do that. Okay. So self-care is important. Make sure to incorporate more self-care into your life, and you will see and feel a difference. So now let's segue into this week's episode. And the title of this episode is How to Master Your Lifestyle Change. And in this episode, what I'm about to share is just going to be part of a live training that we offer our private health community on a monthly basis. And this last training is a recent training. It was all about how to master the lifestyle change. This is going to be a multi-part series for our members. And this was part 1. And in this episode, we dive into why we felt like this topic was necessary, why we felt that this is something that we needed to communicate and really dive into, because a lot of our clients, they kind of struggle with converting or transitioning into a natural lifestyle and how to stay there, really getting your mind about that and the process to slowly implement these changes into your life, because it's not an overnight type of process. This is something that you live into, and there's certain fundamental steps that if you follow them will help you to sustain living this way for the rest of your lives. And in this training that we're doing, it's about, inspiring our members or anyone to live a more natural and holistic lifestyle, giving you the tools and insight to help you make that lifestyle change. And it's about activating that healer within each and every one of us. And each and every one of us has the ability to heal ourselves. Okay, so this is a part of the training, and I'll talk more about the membership at the end of this recording. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the episode.
Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay, cool. So greetings, everyone, health warriors. Jamal here. And like Kim said, this is about how to master your lifestyle change. So Kim and I, we've been really just looking at a lot of clients and a lot of people in the health industry over the past few months. And we've been looking at just the challenges that people have been having. And I know for us, when we first started out on our health journey, especially myself, I started out a little sooner than Kim. I didn't have any support. Right? I didn't have any support. I had to figure all of these things out myself. The climate was a lot different than it is now. There weren't a lot of things online. There were books, but it required a lot of hours spent in just really studying and understanding. Like I used to spend literally hours upon hours in grocery stores and health food stores, just reading labels and just really trying to understand what was best, right? And our goal is to collapse time frames, right? You shouldn't have to recreate the wheel. You shouldn't have to figure these things out, So if you're serious about taking your health to the next level and you're serious about optimizing your health and feeling better and making this a permanent change in your life, you have to look at this from a lifestyle perspective. You have to, right? So what we did was we put together a series that we're going to be getting into part 1 today of how to master your lifestyle change. So every part of this will be tools and insight on the things that you can do to make this transition easier for yourself, things that you can do to activate the healer within. Okay. So this is an internal journey about self-mastery, becoming a better version of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, spiritually, holistically, in all different levels. This is about a level of self-mastery. And this is all on you. Like, you have to take personal responsibility for your success, right? When you come into the office or you have a virtual consultation, you're going to be given some tools. But at the end of the day, Kim or myself have no control over how you use those tools. That's going to be completely on you. right? So this is a journey of self-control, self-mastery, and taking personal responsibility for your health. It's not the doctor's responsibility to take responsibility for your health. It's yours, right? Your doctor may assist you. Kim and myself may assist you. Your personal trainer may assist you, and other people in your life may assist you. But this is a journey that you have to go on, right? So you have to take personal responsibility and be mindful that it's all up to you. So we want to give you the tools to win. We want to give you the tools to be successful on this journey, right? So recently, Kim and I, we did a podcast, right? Talking about the consciousness of health, the frequency of health. That was episode 89 of our Life, Strength, and Health podcast. You can find that episode right here within the Health Warrior platform. I highly advise you to go check out episode 89. It's kind of the precursor to the things that we're going to get into today. It just kind of sets the stage. And we just talk about the frequency, the mindset, where you need to be in order to activate the healing, in order to activate the healer within, right? And today we're just going to start picking that apart into getting into details on that. So when you get a chance, you definitely want to check that out. So first off, I just want to say that I want you to have an open mind when it comes to mastering this lifestyle. You have to have an open mind, right? The worst thing that you can do is deny something just because of the way that it sounds, deny something because of the way that something smells or the way that something looks, right? Just from a conversation. We speak to a lot of people all the time that just because of how something sounds, they're not willing to try it. And it's something that they've never done before. So I asked you to have an open mind, right? Because mindset is everything. We speak about this in the podcast. We're going to come back to this in another training where we're going to get very specific into mindset, because that's going to be very important. Okay. So you're here, you're watching this training, you are on this platform, right? Because you want to try something different. You want to go about this differently than what you were doing before. So if you want to become a new person, if you want to have a new level of health, sometimes it's going to require you to change the way that you're doing things, right? We can't continue to do the same things that got us in the position that we're in. We have to do something different if we're going to get in a different position. So this is really important, right? A lot of times we want to hold on to our old patterns of behavior, but those old patterns don't serve us. So be open to letting go and letting in new information, right? I just want you to empty your cup out, not just for today, not just for this training today, but empty your cup out for the journey that we're going to go on. We're going to really try to provide you with some foundational tools so that you can collapse time frames. Through these trainings, we're going to help you do in a matter of months what it takes people years to do. If you follow our guidance and mentorship, we're going to help you to get there. All right. So you've gotten your programs, you've gotten your layout for your health journey or what it is specifically that you need to do, whether you got that from us or you already kind of had something and you're just using, this platform for support. You have something that you're trying to follow, or you some guidelines that you're trying to abide by, right? If you don't have those guidelines, you haven't done your assessment yet, I highly recommend that you do that so that you can really get some framework for your journey. You know very specifically what it is that you need to do. Okay, we're going to start in the first place is your home. The first place of healing, right, is your home. When you come to the holistic center, when you come to life, strength, and health, when you walk through those doors, a lot of people tell us that it's very relaxing, right? They say, oh, I'm so relaxed when I come here. A lot of people say that it's calming and soothing, and they feel like better. They feel better when they're here, right? And people enjoy coming here because of the energy that's here. And I'll tell you that we put a lot of time into creating the energy at our center. It's very thought out. It feels organic, and it is organic, but it's thought put into it, right? There are certain aromatherapy things that we do. There are certain stones and feng shui, the way that we lay out certain colors, like color therapy, certain sounds and things like that we have playing, right? The calmness that we try to, display. We created an environment of healing, right? So it's really important that you create an environment of healing. Like, that is rule 101 when it comes to creating and mastering a natural, healthy lifestyle, is you have to create an environment of health, right? So what is your environment of health like, right? That starts in your home. Your home should be your healing sanctuary, right? Whether it's an apartment, whether it's a home, it doesn't matter. The place that you live should be a healing sanctuary, right? Because it doesn't matter how much you try to improve upon your health through exercise, through eating. If your home isn't set up for healing, it's going to be that much more challenging. And for many people, it's going to be impossible, right? So we're going to get into like how to set your home up. Today, we're focusing very specifically, not on your healing sanctuary, but we're going to focus specifically on your healing laboratory. That word was coined by Queen Afua. Queen Afua is a world-renowned health guru. She helps people to, optimize their health. And Kim and myself, we did some training under her. And she is actually on the first episode of our podcast. So you can definitely check that show out and get some insight on who she is. But she coined the term healing laboratory. And that's your kitchen. Your kitchen is your healing laboratory. When we think about labs, we think about different science projects and creations being, cooked up to either, improve your health or possibly destroy yourself. But this is a healing laboratory. So this is the place that you go for healing, right? So we have to create a place of healing. And when you walk into your kitchen, when you walk into your healing laboratory, is it a place that will help you to heal, or is it a place that's going to take away from your health overall, right? So let's look at this refrigerator, right? You walk into this refrigerator and you open this refrigerator up, and your goal is to get healthier and your goal is to heal. Like, when you look at this, do you think that you're going to achieve optimum health when you're eating from this refrigerator? Do you think that you're going to, create any type of life force, right, with this refrigerator right here? All right. There's nothing about this refrigerator that shows health. And some people may look at this and say, wow, it looks like some really good stuff in there, right? You may say that. Some people actually may say that. Like, I look at this fridge and I'm in shock. But some people could look at this and be like, oh my gosh, this is stocked with food. It looks so delicious, right? Some people may say that, but you will not look and just think that this is going to actually get you healthier and take your health to the next level. Think about this. You come to Life, Strength, and Health, and instead of all of the different elements we have set up, We have alcohol. In the waiting room, we're serving alcohol there, right? And people are smoking in our waiting area, right? And then you come into my office for service and I'm smoking on a cigar and I'm sitting here telling you about health. When you be turned off, is that really creating an environment for healing? If you saw that, no, you would probably leave, right? You probably wouldn't even finish your consultation because it doesn't embody healing. So it's very important. The environment is everything, right? It's all about frequency and vibration. When you're around healthy people all the time, it makes you want to get healthier. When you are in an environment, a healthy environment, it makes you want to make shifts to get healthier. And when you're in the opposite of that environment, you want to do the opposite. So really, really important when you're starting your journey out, that we start with your healing laboratory, because that's what's going inside of your body. You can only be a reflection of what actually gets absorbed, what goes into your body. So this is going to be important, right? So let's say if you're starting your journey out, your health journey, and now you're opening up your fridge and you are looking at something like this, right? This, if someone looked at this, the first thing that they would say is, wow, you know, like this is like some serious healthy food. And it just kind of, it's dripping with good health. It reminds me of, our refrigerator. At times we had a guest over, a good friend of mine, and I don't know, I think he wanted some drinks or something like that, and he went in our refrigerator, and he literally looked at something something like this, and he was saying that he felt like he's getting healthier just by looking into the refrigerator. And then he went on to say that he felt like a monkey was going to swing up out of the refrigerator and jump on him. So that was his ongoing joke. But when you have a fridge that looks like this, it gets you excited. It gets you ready for healing, right? So you want to try to set your environment up so that whatever you reach for, you're grabbing something that's going to bring life force into your body. So you want to try to minimize on the things that's going to take away from that, right? So one of the first things that you should do when you start out on your health journey, especially if it's going to be from a nutritional perspective, is you need to do a kitchen detox, right? Kitchen detox is powerful, really powerful. And there's different types of detoxes that we'll get into. But when you talk about detoxing, you're talking about cleansing something of impurities, right? So we need to purge and cleanse your kitchen of impurities, right? We want healthy things in our healing laboratory so that it creates good health in the body, all right? So there's 3 different approaches when it comes to a kitchen detox. The first thing that we have is a partial detox. A partial detox is like when you're going on this journey, but there's other people in your household that aren't necessarily doing this as well. So, for example, your spouse may not quite yet be ready to go on this journey. It'd be great if they did, and hopefully they will. Or there's, just other people around that they're just not ready, right? So you can't completely detoxify your kitchen and your surroundings, because you have to be respectful of other people's belongings. Maybe you have roommates, and you're sharing your kitchen. Right. So in that case, you do a partial detox. All of your things and the things that you have control over, you make changes to those things. Right. You do what you can. And then we have something called an aggressive detox. Aggressive detox is for those who are really serious, like they're serious about taking their health to the next level. They've had it. They had enough of the way that they're feeling. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they're ready to make change right away. That is, you come in, and anything that is not high frequency, anything that doesn't have anything to do with health, you're pretty much throwing all of it in the trash, every single last bit of it. That's the type of person that I am. Once I find out that something isn't serving me and it's not healthy and I should no longer have it, it's out of there for me. I'm throwing it in the trash. It's out, right? But everyone isn't like that, right? Everyone isn't like that. Some people feel like, well, I just spent all of this money on this. I don't necessarily want to waste food. Like, there are people like that. And if that's you, it's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's different personality types. What I would recommend is for you to have a labeling system, right? Get maybe a couple color-coded labels, and the things that you should no longer consume because they don't serve you anymore. You label those things so that you know, okay, once I'm done with this is done. I'm not going to get this anymore, right? And then you'll have a label for some things that are cool, that those are okay to get. So okay, I'm going to re-up on this. And then you may have another label for just replacements, things that you need to swap out and replace, right? So that's kind of a gradual kitchen detox, right? So I'm not going to break down for each one as we go through it. Wherever you fall in that, you either completely throw it out, you either make note of it, and maybe you label it not to have it because it's someone else's, but at least the label is on there. That's kind of like an off-limit food, right? And then for those of you who are ready, you just go in aggressively and just throw out everything that doesn't serve you, and then you have the gradual process. So wherever you fall within this, you just kind of dive in with where you're at. Okay. So I'm going to cover all of the basics when it comes to cleansing your kitchen. Obviously, there are going to be other detailed things when it comes to this kitchen detox that, you'll slowly pick up on. Like if you're doing a special program, right, and you have very specifics to your program, that's going to look different, right? So overall, the program that you're following is the priority of how you should cleanse your kitchen. I'm going to go over some very general things and provide you with some additional tools to help you with that, right? So you have to use this as your foundation and you customize it to your needs. So the first thing that we're going to begin with are the perishables.
So that is just part of the training that we had on how to master your lifestyle change. And Health Warrior members, to listen to or watch the full training, just go to healthwarrior.co under masterminds. And in the archive, you will find this training, and you can also download the audio and listen to it while you're on the go. And if you have any questions about the training, make sure there's a link to access your member forum. And in your member forum, you can ask questions about anything that we covered in the training as well. And if you're not a Health Warrior member, just a little bit about it. Our Health Warrior membership is our private health community, and it was created for anyone that wants to live a more natural and holistic lifestyle. But what truly inspired us to create our membership is for our clients, people that work with us directly. Because when you work with us, there are certain things in lifestyle habits and changes that you're going to have to implement. And sometimes that becomes overwhelming. So we wanted to take any of those roadblocks and remove them so that you can truly enjoy the process and you have access to a wealth of information, accountability, and support along your health journey, as well as many member perks. When you become a member, you gain access to our member portal. And within that member portal, there is a library where we have courses, as well as a food library where we have various recipes, because that's a big area for a lot of people is food variety. So we have, a lot of recipes in there, and these things are updated, our library, on a consistent basis. There you have access to live monthly member trainings or monthly trainings such as this podcast episode on how to master your lifestyle change. You could access the remaining of this training as well as the additional parts that we'll be adding to the series. You get direct access to that. You get access to our member forum, and in there you can connect with other like-minded people, but as well as when you're working with us directly, you can get support on your program, as well as there's an area for private one-on-one coaching where anything that you put in that area of the member forum will only be visible to Jamal and myself, and there you can be fully transparent about anything that you need help with. As well, there's additional perks for members such as discounts on all the services at our wellness center, virtual consultations, massage therapy, colon hydrotherapy, and also on our programs and health products. You can receive up to 40% off of these items. And all this was created to take any of those roadblocks out of your way, remove them so that you can fully, achieve your health goals. Okay. And one of the new things that we just added, and I'm super excited about, is we added a roadmap. So when you sign up to become a member, after you watch a little short welcome video from me, you will be directed to your member roadmap. And this roadmap was created to simplify the process of using your membership, navigating around the member portal, and how to really dig in and work with us and how to achieve your health goals. So it's a step-by-step process that you can complete on your own time, but it helps you navigate and take any overwhelm out of you becoming a member, really digging into the benefits so you don't miss anything, and truly how to navigate through your portal. Because as we continue to add courses and trainings and other value to the membership, it's going to be a lot of information and it may be a little overwhelming when you start. So this gives you a clear, concise direction and path to how to use the membership, how to get the most out of it, and how it's going to serve you. Okay. So to learn more about our private membership community, just go to healthwarrior.co. Okay. So if you like this episode, please make sure to leave us a review on iTunes, on our website. Let us know how you feel. It really helps, to keep us going. And we truly appreciate you tuning in each and every week. So once again, thank you for listening. Make sure to tune in to next week's episode. We're going to be switching it up a little bit and doing a topic for the month, and that's on personal skincare products. So we're finalizing all of that, and we'll be releasing that starting next month. So make sure you tune into that. And for access to the show notes pages, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/90, and there will be information on everything that we mentioned in this episode, links to podcast episodes that we mentioned in this episode, and so much more. So to access that again, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/90. Okay. So thank you for listening once again. And until next time, live healthier. We want to say thank you for listening to the show and for access to the show notes pages, more podcast episodes, blog content, as well as more information about our center, Life Strength and Health. Then just visit us at lifestrengthandhealth.com. Until next time, live healthier.